A big theme at the moment is managing student behaviour. So I just wanted to just clarify and just go over some of our processes in our faculty. So in our shared drive, you'll see that I've got a classroom behaviour tab. I've put it as orange. That is apparently a very soothing colour. And when you open up this folder, you'll see all of our processes in here. So when I was on maternity leave, Martin came up and just documented our process for better classroom management. Basically, it's about managing and recognising that managing behaviour is part of our learning relationships. And we've got a process in our faculty which can work quite efficiently if the steps of the process are followed. But I just wanted to just bring your attention to what is referred to the HOF and when, and what is referred to deans and deputy principals, because there is some confusion about that. So if there is major behaviour in your classroom, such as swearing at a staff member or fighting between students, or any sort of physical contact, that gets sent straight to the deputy principal and they'll follow their processes. If it's groups of friends who are having issues, if there's online bullying, if something happens in the grounds, like the school grounds, then that's deans, and deans will follow that up. What we're concerned about in the faculty is that minor, ongoing, challenging behaviour that disrupts learning. So the distracting others, gaming in class, not following instructions, the cell phone use, AirPod use, etc. So the thing here is that there are steps in our faculty that need to be followed, so I'm going to talk you through those steps. So if we come into our folder, you'll see here that we've got the managing students' behaviour. Now, more often than not, it's just a quick correction. It is literally, hey, Donnie, put your phone away, or hey, Donnie, I'm talking, so please pay attention, or however it is that you speak to your students in that non-confrontational way. But if that behaviour becomes problematic and it becomes ongoing, then this is when we need to start documenting it. So you document it in this document here, the behaviour incident. So what specifically is it, and what date is this documentation of this incident happening on? A description of what happened, and then the steps that you took. Did you speak to the student? Did you move the student? Did you email home? Generally speaking, for the first instance, it's probably not a removal from class, but removing from where they are in the class. The second incident, if it's the same behaviour repeating itself, that could generally be a removal from the class, sent to another room, email home. Contact home is so important, so that the teacher knows, that the parents know, or the caregivers know that you are working with their children. The third incident of the same behaviour, describe what happened, what the date was, and that's when they get referred to me or the HOD, and then we will fill out this part here. By the time it comes to me, the behaviour has been quite detrimental to their own learning and perhaps to others in the class and also to you. I've got an exemplar here of how to fill it out. And I've just put in things like warning the student, seating plan, talking to the student, email sent home. You all came up with a great tip sheet while I was on maternity leave, and that's here. I haven't altered this at all. I've just left it how you had it. And, when I was reading through this, it's great. You've got there why you have your high expectations. You're talking about the good environment. I often always refer to our school values of respect and respecting the learning environment and how important that is. Once the student is referred to me, they will fill out a reflection form. Now, you can use this reflection form at any stage that you want as well. Because this is part of classroom management, but I will typically use this and I'll talk about it in the wider context. Once I've done this, I then enter it into CAMA as a pastoral incident, and then that triggers the dean and allows the dean to know that something is happening with the student in the social sciences. And from there, we can gauge whether it is a school-wide thing or if it's just our faculty thing. Sam from the ORC kindly shared these tips for teachers with me, and I've put them into that behaviour management folder because honestly, I've got a student with dyspraxia, and what I was doing in class, which I thought was helping this particular student, actually was something that didn't help the student. And once I realised what I was doing, I modified my behaviour. His behaviour also changed for the better. So sometimes we do things that we just don't know could be quite triggering to the student. Removal classrooms are here on this form, so that's great. Have a look at that, or also to send them up to my class. I teach lines 4, 5, and 6, and my classes are quite lovely. Everything is outlined in the Pack Essentials, which is in that folder, so please have a look through that and just have a browse, have a read when you can. So what I would like you to do is in this folder, I might make a folder, or you can make your own folder, and just copy this document into that folder. And if you do record an incident, then that's cool, that's wonderful. Once it gets to number 3, please email me, and then that's when action will happen from my part. This is just about giving back power to you. Because if I come into your classrooms too early, or if I'm dealing with the classroom behaviour before you've taken these steps, you're giving me, in the student's eyes, you're not, like, I know this sounds really silly, but in the student's eyes, sometimes they don't see you as the authoritative figure in your classroom. They see it, that power being passed on to someone else. I know that you all do amazing jobs in your classrooms, so hopefully this clarification of our process and our faculty will help you out and just give you a bit more clarity around our classroom management. Cool, thank you.